Welcome back. Ha ha. All right, let me stop. Let me stop. All right, but real talk. We about to hop into another video here. This one's gonna be by Cold Heart Cam. Why dating will be impossible in 2026. Ooh, dating in 2026. What a roller coaster ride. I got my own little 2 cents I can add on in there, but we gonna chop it up. Let's watch the video real quick, see what he chatting about.
Back when I was in college, I remember that the summer before freshman year, I had matched with this one girl on the Tinder app. And I remember when I matched with her, I don't even remember really swiping right, but I remember looking, I was like, I'm not really attracted to this girl physically. So I was just gonna ghost her and just leave the whole situation alone. But she had kept nagging me and nagging me and nagging me to go on this date, right? This is like the summer before college. And eventually I low-key folded. I was like, all right. And the only reason I folded was not because I eventually found her attractive. I didn't find her attractive at all, really. I don't even know why I swiped right. I think I was just, I don't know. I was just swiping right on everybody at the time or something. I don't really know. But she promised to take me out on this date and she was going to drive me a couple of places. Actually, this is right when school started, but she was going to drive me places and she was going to show me and she was going to pay for it. She offered to do all this stuff. She tried so hard to go on this date. And I was like, you know what? Sure, if you're gonna do all that for me, I might as well, right? And I went on this date and I remember it was cool, but the entire time in my head I'm thinking, yo, how, like, I just want this to be over. Like, I don't even like this girl. She's not attracted to me. And I can tell that she wanted to, like, she was ready to go. She wanted to get freaky, you know what I'm saying? And it got so bad to the point where I literally faked a phone call. I've never faked a phone call in my life until this date. But I remember we was like talking. She took me to the beach or whatever. She drove, by the way, and everything. I didn't drive or nothing. Like, I was getting treated. So she took me to the beach and everything. And she was talking about some other stuff. She was talking about some crazy stuff. Like, she got a restraining order on her mom and everything. So I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this girl crazy. So I went ahead, I faked a phone call. And I was like, yeah, you know, because I was in track at the time. I was like, yeah, I got a meeting. Mind you, it was like 10:30 p.m. I was like, yeah, I got a late night emergency meeting for track. And she's like, oh. And like, I could tell that she knew it was cap, but I didn't care. I had to get out of there. I wasn't rocking with her at all, and she was crazy. So on the way back, she was like, oh, I kind of felt bad. She was like, oh, I'm always getting curved. I'm never getting a second date. I was like, yeah, nah, you'll get a second date. She wasn't getting no second date from me. Hell no. I didn't even want to go in the first one. But when I finally got back, I was like, man, thank God that is over. But then I also thought to myself, I just had the experience that most females have these days. Like, most women, like, I felt like I was a woman in the situation because what she went through is what the average guy goes through, right?
Exactly. I was just going to say that. What she went through is what the average guy goes through when they going on a date. I feel like a lot of men get upset that they gotta spend money here and do this, and you coming up out of your pockets for a female who probably don't even like you, but it's part of the game, man. You just charge it to the game, take it on the chin, keep it moving. But to go back to some of the stuff he was talking about, specifically the going on a date with somebody you don't even like. I know so many people that do that, and for me, it's always been a point to where it's like you are lacking you're missing something in your life at that time to where you are okay entertaining something that you know fully and 100% that you're not interested in. That's what I'm saying. When you're doing stuff like that, I mean, you clearly need to take some time and just work on yourself, focus on yourself. Why are you entertaining somebody that you know you're not interested in, that you know deep down that you have not one lick of interest, you don't like this person or nothing. Maybe I'm a little bit too innocent in this subject, but I don't like playing with people. Obviously, we've all done it. We've all done it. I'm not innocent. I've done it too. We all have entertained somebody that we know we wouldn't actually really fuck with. But you just get to that point in your life where it's like, bro, you're just tired of playing with people. And women are very good at doing that. And hey, you just gotta be careful out here. You gotta really try and figure people out before you start investing your emotions in situations.
So what the average guy goes through when it comes to dating is you meet a girl, you link with a girl for the first time, whatever, you start talking, and you know, she has all these expectations and rules. And the reason why is because these days there's social media. So girls, a lot of them, you know, they be getting confused because like they be seeing, oh, yo man gotta pay for X, Y, and Z, and he gotta be 8 feet tall and have a 9 foot 9.5 inch, you know, stick, you know what I mean? If he wants to crack, like he's got to make 6 figures and he got to have all this. And if your first date is not to Nobu, if your first date is not at the Masoni room at the Biblos, then it's over. You know what I mean? They're delusional. So what ends up happening, and obviously not all of them, but you know, dating is just very difficult because women have these crazy high expectations. All right. And so what ends up happening is the average guy dates one of these girls and it's like very difficult, right? You keep getting ghosted, you keep, you know, you getting left on the scene, getting left undelivered, you going on dates and they taking you for granted, you not cracking, no buns at all, bro. And in this video, I'm basically about to go over how you can avoid all of this and basically fix the entire dating game. Like this is gonna be the only video that you really need. Yeah. So here's
Before you even get into his fix to this situation, for me personally, I feel like going to these dates, going to these situations with no expectations or lower your expectations first. Because if you have low expectations or no expectations, disappointment won't affect you. You'll just be like, oh, you just charge it to the game and keep it moving. Because unfortunately, the way dating is now, and like he said, expectations are so high from one sex to the other. It's if especially from a man to a man. If I'm talking to the dudes out there, lower your expectations. Don't think too much about spending the bread. Depending on where you're going, obviously, if you determine if you want to spend as much bread, how much bread you want to spend on the first date, depending on the type of woman, and then you kind of just go into it, and I always say go into it nonchalant, go into it with, where it's like, hey, if this work out, it work out. If it don't, it don't, type of attitude. Because if that's what I'm saying, you going in there with expectations, you get emotional, you get in your feelings. Once you get in your feelings, she turned off because you're doing too much on the first date. Even doing this on multiple dates in the future. Just move, just take your time. A lot of people, what they want to do, even he said, especially niggas, they want to rush to get some buns. Calm down. Calm down. Stop being so horny and relax. Take your time. Get to where you need to get to. You'd be surprised. Slow motion, get your buns faster than you think you do. But but real talk. Social media has everybody's expectations through the roof. So if you go in there with no expectations, you go in there not really um trying to accomplish a goal at the end of the night, specifically one goal, because we know most niggas trying to get one thing and one thing only. If you kind of take that out your mind, go into there, have good conversation, good dinner, good eats, and just let the shit flow. You'd be surprised how much more you can get out of that than going in there like, damn, if I drop this amount, oh, I'm guaranteed to get these cheeks. Nah, you're not guaranteed to get nothing. Sometimes you just guaranteed to get your feelings played with.
with women because of, you know, this thing that they've been sold that, oh, you know, you can just use your looks and your beauty to basically get ahead in life, and you know, you don't really need to treat men with respect, and you know, you don't need to, they don't believe in traditional relationships these days no more. They go two routes, right? They are not all, but you know, they start indulging in hoism, right? And they go one or two routes. See, there's two different types of hoes, two different types of bops, right? You got the 10%, right? The 10% are real freaks. They are in it for the love of the game. They love getting cracked, right? Now, these girls who are the real freaks, right? It's not most girls, right? But they just love getting cracked just solely for the sake of getting cracked, right? So they will either, one, let you hit on the first night or the second night because what the heck? Because they really just rock with you and they want you, you know what I'm saying? Or they're serial cheaters, right? No real in between. But these girls, they just looking to get cracked at all costs. They don't really care about the money or nothing like that. They just want that pipe. You know what I'm saying?
I done met a few of them. What? Trying to get that shit clapped on sight. Wow. But yeah, dead ass. I done ran into a bunch of them. I always had that mindset. If it's too good to be true, then leave it alone. And that's just how I've been moving ever since. I just don't. Yeah, when it comes to easy females, no matter how good you look, I just it's a red. My something in my body just tell me leave that alone, and maybe that's probably why I'm safe to this day. But yeah, too many opportunities where I'm not gonna lie, I let it pass. I let it pass because I just if it's too easy, I gotta let it go. I'm sorry. There's no female that should be giving it up that damn easy. I don't care if you just for the love of the game. If you giving it up that easy, I'm one of them niggas that's just not interested. I ain't going. I ain't never had no problem getting women. So maybe that's probably why I'm okay. Just like okay, we cool. We'll leave it alone. But yeah, no. We can't just be hitting anything.
I wouldn't say that this is most girls, right? And the reason why is because of the second direction that they go. And I would say that this is most women that go the hoism route, right? Which is a large portion. Let's just be real. It ends up being they hoe out because of resources. They're trying to get something out of it. Attention, right? Money, resources, a place to live, rent paid for, vacations, trips. They know that they're going to get something out of it. So they're going to try. And here's the thing. They don't have to be gold diggers to do it, right? All they have to do is go to the average guy. The average guy, he's so lonely these days that he will shill out money to try and get with this girl. She knows that if she just plays her cards right and gets him to like her, shows him a little bit of attention and pulls back, that he's going to drop some money or take her out at least on a good date. She's going to get her dinner paid for. I've literally talked to girls that were friends of mine way back in the past, and they said, yeah, I had a whole week of dinner paid because these Tinder dudes, telling you, they don't care about you these days, man.
Hey, unfortunately, man, a lot of niggas going outside. But yeah, okay. I was one of them niggas. I think a lot of niggas wouldn't admit it, but nigga, hey, sometimes you just feel like, oh, this girl really fucking with me, and turns out she not really fucking with me. But I guess the difference between me and the situation she had, it wasn't even based on loneliness. It was based on genuineness, like genuinely cared for this person, genuinely wanted to see this person get back on their feet. But they took that kind-hearted nature of mine and kind of played with it, kind of motherfucking juggled that motherfucker, just playing with it. Um, and yeah, and I realized, that's what it was. I I got played. Resources were dished out. Nothing was given in return. Like you said, the fallback happened. I was looking sick. I went outside and kind of definitely took a major L on that one. But I learned a lot. And I'll never see myself in that situation again. Just kind of knocked me down, and in a situation where I was already at one of my lowest, kind of played in my face, and it was an unfortunate circumstance. But hey, I bounced back from it.
They care about what they can get out of you, bro, your resources. All right. Now, you might be wondering, like, okay, well, Cam, why is all this happening? How can I avoid this? I'm sick and tired of talking to these girls. They always ghosting me, whatever. It's like they don't care about me. Listen to me and listen to me closely, fellas. The reason that women do this is so they can get something out of you, right? But human nature and the want to have a connection, the will to want to have a connection with somebody, the will to be attracted to somebody, right? That will never go away. Human nature will never really go away, which means they only do this, right? So if you're getting ghosted, you have to pay for dates, right? Like if you take her somewhere cheap, she's not rocking with it. She's got all these high standards and all these high expectations. She will only hold you to those standards and expectations if she does not like you, if she's not attracted to you. Girls will date guys that they are not attracted to so that they can get something out of them, bro. Right? So what that means is if you are struggling with dating, You are rocking with too many women that are not truly attracted to you. They say that they are, but this is the problem. You cannot listen to what they say. You gotta watch what they do, how they move. If
Factual. What he's saying is factual. Through my many from my many experiences with dealing with women, one thing is for sure. One thing is for sure. If a woman got you jumping through hoops, doing gymnastics, doing all this extra shit, that woman don't like you. When you run into a woman that like you, you realize that you don't have to do all that extra stuff. You run into a woman that be like, oh nah, I got this day, or oh, I'll pay for this. Oh nah, you ain't gotta take care of that. Or you ain't have to worry about that. Or she come into your crib trying to hang out. She planning the dates. She making time for you. If you're not seeing that from a woman that you currently talking to or currently with, I'm telling you, my brother, she is not really, she either comfortable, especially if you with her. She either comfortable or she don't really like you, man. Because if you feel like you overexerting yourself, that woman does not like you. And vice versa. That man does not like you. If you overexerting yourself for somebody else and you just like, damn, I ain't seeing no benefits from this. I feel like I'm bending over backwards for this person. This person ain't doing shit for me. Yeah, because she's probably getting cracked on the side. He probably getting himself some buns on the side. They don't care about you, man. They don't care about you. That's a reality check. So take that time to step away, reassess, and keep it moving, man. And the other thing he was talking about, people, the loneliness aspect. People have to be okay with being by themselves. When you're okay being by yourself, you would realize and grow as a person to the point to where it's like, oh, I'm not just gonna settle for anything. And that's how you get into that state that he was talking about at the beginning, where, oh, I'm just swiping on anything. And even though I didn't like this girl, I still went on a date with her. It's because you're not comfortable being by yourself. You're not secure. When you're secure, you realize, okay, I'm not just talking to anybody. You want a $200 dinner for the first day? Oh no, I'm cool. And you're okay with walking away, especially men. You have to be okay with walking away. So many men have a limited amount of options, so they lower their standards to the point to where they're like, yeah, I'll make it work. Even though you know your body telling you no, nigga, no, but your mind over here trying to validate the situation for you, trying to tell you that no, it's okay, it'll work out for you in the end. Nah, follow your body, follow your heart. It's giving you those signs that you're wasting your time.
she says she's really attracted to you, but it takes her 5 hours to give you a 1 word, 3 letter response, she does not like you. All right. So, how do we avoid this? Because way too many men, oh, dating is hard. You know, these women, all these bobs, man, I can't find the one. Listen, let me tell you something right now. That whole advice, and this is going to be a hot take. That whole advice about you got to keep working on yourself, that shit don't work. What I mean by that is it will only take you so far. The only real improvement that you can do is like, you know, your style, your hair, and your physique, right? But that will even only
Cap. I don't know what I don't know what he talking about. No. Working on yourself takes you very far because it gets you to the point. It's not just your physique. You can work on you can work on your looks, but that's surface level. Working on your mentality, your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. If working on all four of those things, and then also within that, your financial. When you get to the point to where when you work on those things to the point to where you're not settling and going on dates with random people that you know you don't like, when you know that you can pay for things and you know you like, oh damn, rent's due tomorrow, I don't know if I could do this date, but I'm gonna go out there and spend $100 just to impress this woman. That's what I'm saying. You just get yourself to the point to where you are so confident and you know where you stand, you know what you have to offer, that I'm telling you, I don't know, something about it, bro. When you in a good, I don't know if you ever noticed, but when you in such a good place, people just naturally attracted to you. I've noticed that in my lifestyle, in my life. When you in such a good place, when you up, people just naturally attracted to you. It's not always gonna be good people. You gotta have the mindset to be able to weed through the good and the bad. But what I'm saying is that with that good energy, everything you got going on, you just naturally attract people. You just naturally attract people. The mind, and it's not just the physique and it's not just the looks. It's getting you right internally. every aspect of you. Women have a biological clock. Men do not. Men think that they need to get something by a certain time. Dude, you don't. You don't. Yes, I know you horny. You lustful. You want some cheeks. But that's what I'm saying. This is, I don't know, for me, from my perspective, this is the perfect time to work on yourself. Get to the point to where you're not so lustful that you willing to crack anything. Anything that give you some attention, you going. And that's why a lot of men get stuck in that position of, oh, damn, I got played. Or damn, I end up spending money on a girl I ain't even want to spend that much on. Or damn, I'm going outside because all you was thinking about was sex. That's all you was thinking about. All you was thinking about was, damn, this girl a 10. I may never get a 10 like this ever again in my life. That's what I'm saying, man. Don't move like that. Move with confidence. Move with the point to where you like, yeah, I can get a 10 anytime. But you're not moving, you're not on my program, so I'm cool off that. I live a life of abundance where there is so many women in this world that if one fall off, cool, on to the next, back to focusing on what you got going on.
Take you so far. Like if your style is that bad, if your haircut is that bad, if your physique is that bad and you improve it, obviously you're gonna see some, fairly drastic results. But the average guy is probably not gonna see crazy different results, right? Even with your physique, because that only gets you so far. See, this is what you have to think about. In the past, back when dating was more traditional, you did not have to self-improve to get a woman. It was damn near a guarantee that you was finna get married and have kids. You didn't have to be in the gym and start mogging dudes. Just start mogging niggas in the gym, be looking, take trend just to get a girl. You know what I mean? You doing the most just to get some female attention. You didn't have to do that. So and it still hasn't changed. The only reason that people say to do that is because they think that it'll change things, but it will only give you a very slight advantage, if any at all. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Here's the thing about self-improvement, fellas. Self-improvement is not so that you can get more girls. Self-improvement is so that you can learn how to love yourself and appreciate the things that are in front of you and the things that you can control, because you might be single for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Is learning how to be happy with yourself. That's the ultimate goal of self-improvement. And this is why. Because now we're going to get into how you can avoid all the BS with women. All right? Rule number 1 is very simple. Fuck with girls who fuck with you. Rock with girls.
A lot of men don't know that. Rock with women who gonna rock with you. I feel like a lot of men let them hopes and them dreams that I could bag this. Oh, I could hit this. Bro, get that out of your mind. Get that out of your mind. Focus on, first of all, figuring out, does this girl actually rock with you? A lot of niggas would choose to ignore the signs just to get to them buns and realize that, oh, you being played. But they keep ignoring that and they keep shelling out cash and they keep shelling out their time. Come on, man. We got to lock in. We got to pay attention. But like you said, the self-improvement is ultimately for you. But that's the thing. Doing that for you elevates you so that you don't keep putting yourself in predicaments to where you keep getting your heart broken, or you keep getting, or women playing in your face. So I don't necessarily agree with it. It felt like he was downplaying it, but there's a reason for that. It gets you to that higher standard of a mentality where you like, yeah, I'm not putting up with that BS.
Girls who rock with you. Now, what does that mean? That means that if she's not showing interest, if she's showing halfway interest, F all the chasing, whatever, she will make it easy as hell. When I say a woman will make it easy if she likes you, I'm talking she will make it easy. She will literally DM you first, carry the conversation, probably even offer you a second date if you go on a first date with her. She will literally make it so easy, it is going to be impossible to fail. So if you do not feel that from a woman, she does not like you, at least not enough. All right, she don't like you enough. Maybe she halfway like you and she just enjoys your attention. She's talking to other dudes, whatever. F all that, bro. If she's not giving you her full attention, oh, well, that's not realistic because women have other options. Of course, women have other options. But if you are not option number 1, then there is no fucking reason. That competing shit, that trying to, oh, well, I'm going to outdo. I'm going to do this so I can get her attention. I'm going to act nonchalant so I can raise her interest. I'm going to get in the gym and work on myself so I can raise her interest. I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Fuck all that. That's a
Fuck all that. Like he said, fuck all that. We stop wasting your time trying to compete with other niggas. First of all, if you in a situation where she got you competing, nigga, walk away. Stop wasting your time. Because most of the time when you got to compete, guess what? You shelling out more of your resources. You shelling out more of your time. Go find somebody who ain't gonna have you doing all that. Abundance mindset. When you have that abundance mindset, you're not worried about none of that. Guess what? On to the next.
losing battle. Because guess what? There's a million buff niggas. There's a million nonchalant, mysterious dudes out there. All right? You're not special. Let's just keep it a buck. All right? Let's keep it a buck. So, all that trying to impress her, trying to raise her. How do I raise her interest, Camp? You can't raise a woman's interest. However she like you at the start is pretty much however she gonna like you, bro. Unless she ain't seen you in a long time, you had a
Not necessarily. There is situations where a woman may not be 100% attracted to you at the beginning, and that personality wins her over. That's why you got people walking around being like, "Damn, how did that nigga get her?" Sometimes it's just about the charisma. Sometimes it's just about the personality. Sometimes you just her type. Sometimes you just got to be the drug dealer, the trapper, the rapper, the scammer. They just attracted to what you got going on. They attracted to the fact that you gonna give them that emotional roller coaster. You ever stop to ask why do women like niggas who do that illegal shit? It's because them niggas gives them those women that emotional roller coaster. They give those women that uncertainty. They thrive on that shit. Most women don't even realize it, but they thrive on it. They love that shit. They love the fact that I'm gonna wake up and I don't know what he gonna get into today, and I could probably join along. I can come along with him. I love the fact that I could brag about, damn, how dangerous my lifestyle is, how he got that easy money. That money's always coming in. And whether you realize it or not, they also love the fact that yeah, I wouldn't say they love it, but they're accepting of the fact that they know that nigga got multiple options. They probably getting cheated on. Most of them women gonna cry, whine, do the whole hitting, and oh, he cheating on me, this, that, the third. I can't believe that, the third. And then end up arguing with the girl, arguing with him, but then still let him crack and still stay with him. That's what I'm saying. Don't let these women fool you. A lot of women are delusional. They're gonna tell you that they want a good guy. They don't want a good guy. Watch the actions. Watch the actions. The words mean nothing. Watch the actions.
glow up. That's the only difference. But other than that, if she like you, she's going to make it so easy. Now, here's the thing. Some dudes are going to be like, well, you know, Cam, I messed with girls who made it very easy for me and they still left me. Let me tell you something right now, bro. I've dealt with that same exact thing. And let me tell you something. That's why rule number 2 is important. Indifference. Because a lot of women have mastered the art of manipulation to where they make you think, oh, I really F with you. Their actions might even align with it for a little while and then they ghost you. The question becomes, why did they do this? The reason why they did it is because they had ulterior motives. Clearly, if they didn't have ulterior motives, they would either tell you that something's going on or they wouldn't have ghosted you in the first place. Come on, dog. All right, it's not that difficult. All right, it's very simple. They wasn't fucking with you. There was a reason. She was talking to her homegirls about this. She wasn't really feeling you in the first place. She was fucking with you and trying to give you a little bit of a chance, but she was never option number 1. All right, her ex was, or whoever else, whatever other dude was in her life was the first option. All right. So indifference is key because you're going to come across those girls that you just thought they fucked with you, right? But they clearly didn't. Now, when you have indifference, this is the thing. Too many dudes are reliant upon having a girl or having a girlfriend or having female attention in order to be happy. Right now, I'm not gonna say that the power of a connection with a woman is not, you know, is not up there, right? It's good. It's a good feeling to have attention from a woman that you like or deem attractive. It's a good feeling to have a girlfriend. However, at the same time, relying on this for happiness, relying on this, you know, craving this so much that this is all you think about is extremely unhealthy. The more indifference you have towards women, the better it's going to be because now you will not be so caught up on, oh shit, like she like me, do she not like me? At the end of the day, she either will or she won't, my God.
Exactly. And that's that, like he said, that indifference, that nonchalant, that you not so adamant on getting to the pussy that you just focused on. That's all you focused on. Because most niggas not even focused on having a girl. Most niggas focus on getting some buns. That's where you messing yourself up with, because sometimes you so focused on getting the buns that you just over here overthinking. Dang, why she ain't doing it? Why she ain't doing that? Did that the third? Did that the third? Stop focus on that, man. You good? You chill. Just chill, bro. Just chill. Focus on you. Because literally, he talking about the indifference thing, but that's exactly what that is. If you focusing on you and you not so worried about these females, you realize, oh damn, I'm not okay. You don't like me? Cool. I'm off that. On to the next. I'm back to doing what I was doing before. You ain't had that big of an impact in my life, in general. And just to add on to the indifference thing, I said it a little bit earlier, but when you meet these women, don't be so quick to invest your emotions. Slow down. Take your time. When men fall, or when men start investing their emotions and they get hurt, it's hard to bounce back. So if you just take your time and you ease into these situations, and you really gotta move with real caution, because once you get invested, that's when niggas start crashing out, or niggas start asking questions, or doing too much chasing, or constantly hitting her up when she falling back. Slow down. Pay attention to the actions. Don't pay attention to the words. Watch the action. The actions will tell you everything you need to know. What he said, women are fantastic, fantastic manipulators. But if you pay attention to the actions, there's no way you can get caught up. There's no way, because somebody can only fake it for so long. So that's what I'm saying. If you take your time, you can see, oh, this person faking this. This person don't really care about me.
All right, which brings me to the third and final rule, fellas. Try less hard. Try less hard. Try less hard. Try less hard. I don't give a fuck how bad she is. She could be the baddest girl in the world. That first date, you don't take her on no expensive date. Y'all going to Panda Express. Y'all going to McDonald's, Burger King. Now, obviously, it ain't got to be like McDonald's or Burger King, but you don't go spending money splash. Don't go using your resources, none of that. You take her a place that you genuinely want to go, or a place that you genuinely enjoy, or something like that. I get it. Maybe they don't want to come to the crib because they feel uncomfortable. That's cool. But if you want to take her somewhere, you take her somewhere that's extremely affordable, to where even if she don't rock with you, oh well, I ain't spend that much money and I enjoyed the food. All right. Now, if she's not feeling that, then that means that she's using you for ulterior motives, clearly. All right. It's literally that easy. It's that simple. Try less hard. Stop trying to text her and raise her interest through text. Stop trying to always set up dates. Dudes is always like, Cam, how do I set up the date? How do I set up the date? Bro, if she fuck with you enough, she gonna set the date up. Now, that's not to say that you should never do it, but if you always doing it, cut that shit out, bro. Cut it back. Cam, what do I say to her? What do I DM her? What do I text her? You know what I mean? What's a cool pickup line? Listen, girls will literally DM you first if they fuck with you, dog. Literally. Fuck all that shit. Fuck trying to raise her interest. F trying to do all this XYZ extra stuff, bro. It's very simple. Try less hard. The reason you try less hard is not because that's going to raise her interest necessarily, which it might, but it's not about raising her interest. It's more so about protecting your own energy, so that way you don't give energy to someone who's not going to reciprocate that back. Just let things flow. If you let shit flow, like, bro, life is like a river, bro. Everything in life. Dating is just like a river. Too many of y'all is trying to control this damn river, bro. You trying to go against the grain, bro. You going against the grain and you falling on your ass every single time, bro. Turn the fuck around and go with the grain, bro. Oh, you know what? This girl's a bop. She a hoe. She just want to use me for money. I'm gonna let it flow.
Let it flow. Let it flow. That's what I'm saying. So stop trying to go against the current. Just let that motherfucker flow. Don't put too much energy into these females unless you're seeing it reciprocated. I learned my lesson. It'll never happen to me again. So that's what I'm saying. Just be smooth, man. You good. Don't be so focused. Don't be so hyper focused on these females. There's other things you can focus on. Because from my perspective, a lot of niggas that's hyper focused on females don't even got their own life together. They ain't even got their own crib. They ain't got their own car. They can barely put food on the table for themselves. It's like, and you worried about and there's also vice versa. The same niggas who getting all the action, a lot of niggas who get the action don't even got their shit together. They still living with their parents. They spending their whole paycheck on designer, but they don't even have a whip to get to where they need to go. That's what I'm saying. Don't focus. Don't focus on the wrong shit, man. Get yourself together. You know how many women have talking about how many women have said, damn, I ain't never been with a dude with his own place and his own car. That shit blew my mind. Cause I really ain't know that niggas was down this bad. Or maybe the nigga she talking to is down that bad. But it happened so many times to me. It's like, damn, that's what I'm saying. It don't matter what predicament you in anyway. If you the right type of nigga, you still getting cheeks. So if you're not getting the attention, you're not getting the cheeks, that means you aren't that nigga. So stop focusing on her. Focus on yourself. Telling you, them women finna come.
This girl just want to get cracked. All right, I'm gonna go ahead crack 1 time, 2 time. Oh, she not feeling it no more. She don't want a relationship. All right, you know what I mean? This girl come along. She seem like she kind of cool, but I ain't gonna push it too hard. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna text her all day, every day. If I feel like going out, I might text her. I might not. I don't know. We'll see how I feel on a day-to-day basis. Understand that is going to get you so much farther with women than any other advice. Oh, you gotta XYZ, you gotta pay for this, and you gotta do that, and you gotta looks max. Listen, bro, as far as looks, yes, they are the most important thing, but don't stress about that shit, dog. All you can do is get lean, go to the gym, take care of your style, take care of your hair, and if she fuck with what she see, then she fuck with what she see. If she don't, then she don't. It's simple as that.
As simple as that. Yeah, he said looks is the most important thing. It's not. Looks, yeah, that bring the female in. But there's other, you gotta the emotional side. You gotta understand, women lead with emotion. So if you can get them emotion, you can get them emotionally hooked, they stand. Or you think you got some women out here talking about I'll take a charge for my nigga. I'm saying, understand how women look. Men are logical, women are emotional. If you get them emotionally hooked, you can be a motherfucking 5. I know niggas, man, I'm telling you, I know niggas who you probably wouldn't get the highest rating on the scale when it comes look wise, but they know the game. They know how to play with women's emotions. And if you know what you're doing, you can get women. Women are emotional creatures. So why don't you get in the lab? Get in the lab. If you want women that bad, get in the lab and learn how to play with them emotions. I'm not gonna ever, tell you to go out there and do that. But all right, you know what? Let me circle back real quick. If you really want women that bad, learn the psychology of women, and you'll find yourself getting having an easier time getting to women or attracting women or getting to that end result with women, which we know what most people trying to get to. I'm telling you, it's all a game. It's all a game. The same game they playing on you, you can play a game on them if you really want it that bad.
Indifference is the key. That is the word of the day. Indifference, fellas.
Indifference is the word of the day. Hey, good video. I think his name was Cam. Appreciate you. Yeah, y'all, I'm curious. If y'all got any bad dating stories, I'd love to hear them. I would love to hear them. I love to hear some good dating stories, good and bad ones, funny ones as well. Definitely drop them down in the comment section. But I appreciate y'all. We're gonna run this back. Y'all take it easy.